Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Miss Job. If this is your first time, welcome to my channel, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. I know it's been a hot minute that I've been here, so I honestly apologize for that. It's just been busy with so many things. You know, I would always give a good reason because I'm accountable to my viewers. Right, just a quick one before I actually go into the video. I am now doing Oya and Ogun divination because I know a lot of people have been asking me this for such a long time, and I keep telling them, oh no, I'm not ready yet, I'm not doing it yet, da, 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 da. But yes, I'm actually doing it now. So if you want to do a consultation with Ifa, you can text me, email me, send me a message on Instagram. I mean, that's one of the easiest chat portal for me. I do see emails and I read it and I respond to people, but yeah, just that notification pops up almost instantly. Even if I don't see it right on the spot, I would eventually see it maybe that same day or the next day. Anyway, I'm rambling. Also, I'm still open to taking tarot readings. So don't think I don't do tarot readings anymore just because I now do Oya and Ogun. They are both available. And all things Egbe related, I'm your go-to person. Right. If you have not subscribed, do so. If you have not made any comment before, do so. If you need to get clarification on previous videos, send me a message. Okay? Now let's go into the video. Who is Orisa Oya? Orisa Oya is I don't know, there's something about her energy that makes my heart pound. She can be quite intense. She's a wonderful, beautiful Orisha from the kingdom of Nupe. She's from Nupe Kingdom in present-day Niger State. Orisa Oya is very bold, very fierce and feisty, even fiery, if you would say. She's just one of those Orishas who does not take BS, and she's very quick to get into action. Like, listen, you're mucking about, she will swing at you. So that's but that doesn't mean she can't be motherly, but well, yeah. Anyway, we'll be talking about Oya today and her personality, her marriage. She's married to Ogun, Shango, and Orishako. Oya was married to Ogun, and she loved him pretty much just like any woman would love her husband. She really did love Ogun, but the problem with that relationship was that Ogun was never around. He was always on one expenditure or the other. He was always traveling somewhere to conquer one kingdom, fight one war, you know, go hunting and all those male adrenaline pumping things. She really wanted to spend time with him, have companionship, have children. One of the things she wanted the most. But Ogun was just never around. And even when he was home, he never really made time for her. One day, Oya went to the market, you know, and while she was there, she went to sell her own wares as well. She saw Shango in front of his palace, displaying all kinds of beauty and color and fancy and dance, music, buzzing. So much enjoyment and pleasure was in the atmosphere. Now, Shango is always surrounded by women. You know, he likes to show off. He's the king of Vavavoom. He always has a fiesta literally in front of his palace every single week. And they would have women lining up just to flock around him. Oh, Shango, you know, he was always in his own feelings, feeling himself proper. And the women also massaging his ego, if you get what I mean, you know. He just wouldn't settle down with one particular woman. He had Oba as his wife, but he wasn't really paying attention to her. It was more or less just busy doing the fine boy, playboy thing. Long story short, Oya likes this man. She looks at him like, why are all these women flocking around him? I want some of that. And you know Oya is a go-getter. She doesn't have time for mucking about. Listen, she wants it, she gets it. End of story. That's who she literally is. So the next day, oh sorry, not the next day, the next market day, which was the following week, I'm guessing that Shango was going to have his usual festival, fiesta, dancing. They would dance to Bata for hours, singing, food, drinks, plenty of it. Like, there was no lack when it comes to all that kind of stuff. Him in his beautiful yeri, adorned with all kinds of things from head to toe, you know, he was always looking proper, peng, you know, his hair done, cowries, and you know how Shango rolls. Before he got outside, she went into his room where he prepares. He was dressing up to go outside with his dancers, his bata drummer, and benye benye. Oya goes in and presents Shango with kola nut, obia bata. And then he looked at her and was like, who is this woman presenting me with my taboo? Shango doesn't like Obi. So he felt a bit offended and a bit like, what? He was upset, to put it simple. But Yemoja came to the rescue, tried to calm him down, and then told Mrs. that, listen, go get him something else. She told him things he liked, Orogbo and other stuff. She brought it, and then Shango asked her if she had a husband, and she said no. She said no. I don't understand why she would do that. I know why, but like, why? She lied. Anyway, I'm not here to judge anybody. She then said no, and then he said, okay, I'll take you as my bride. And they went over to her place, took her things, and that was how Oya became Shango's wife, basically. He didn't deliberately snatch her from Ogun, but you know, she didn't care anyway. She wanted to be snatched. Shango loved Oya very much. He paid attention to her, just what she wanted. Everything was swell. And then Ogun was wondering, hang on a minute, where is my wife? Haven't seen her for a while. And then he was looking around, he didn't see her. And then he started asking questions. He went for divination. While he went to the owls to divine for him, that's when he realized that, oh, your wife has been taken by another man who is equally as powerful as you are. And he asked, a man, a human being, or an Orisha? Like, no, an Orisha like you, and Irumole like you. And he's like, oh, you need to offer certain ebo before you go and approach this person. And you know Ogun is hot-headedness. He didn't even listen, like, what? No, I ain't gonna do that. Up he goes, straight to me, Shango. Shango was already alerted as well. He also went for a divination. He was told to offer some ebo. He took the advice and he offered the ebo. And this is why you would hear in cases that Shango beat or conquered Ogun. It's not because Shango is more powerful than Ogun. It's only because he listened. Ogbariru ebo oru. He did the needful. He did what was important and necessary at that time. Anyway, Ogun and Shango started fighting. And they fought for 7 days and 7 nights. Because of a woman. Oh yeah. Okay, let's carry. They fought for 7 days and 7 nights. And then after a while, Ogun got tired and said, okay, you know what? Fuck this. And he just thought, you know what? It's fine. You can have her. But he laid a curse on Oya and said to her, you would never have children for Shango, no matter how many years you spend with him. Oya was with Shango for many, many years, about 25 years, but she never had children for him. Now, before I go into the story of Orishako and Oya, I'm going to talk about some other aspects of Oya and Shango. While she was married to him, Shango realized that she was no ordinary woman. She was quite different from all the other women in his household. She was powerful, she was swift, she was feisty, always ready to get into action, do things. She was puffing fire. In fact, I believe in one of the Odrifa, it says that it is Oya who carried the power of fire and Shango carried the power of rainfall. And she also had the Edunara, but she gave him the power of the Edunara, the thunderbolt, thunderstone, the stone. What was I trying to say? So anyway, they kind of had an interchanging of power at some point. Well, out of love, I'm guessing she gave him some of her powers, and you know, she was very powerful. They lived together, worked together, went to war together, did everything together. But the problem is, the power got into her head. She got so used to calling the shots in the household. She did whatever she liked. Nobody could question her. The problem now is that she got into her own head and she started walking into council meetings. Sometimes when Shango is with the council of elders having a meeting and all that kind of stuff, and Oya will go in wanting to talk to him. No woman could do that at that time. And that carried on, and after some time she also asked for his permission to delegate some duties during the meeting and all this kind of stuff. Anyway, she got in her own head, to put it simple. Yemoja didn't like this because, first of all, she was making him lose respect in front of his own kingsmen and all that kind of stuff, and the chiefs and everything, and also the other women in the house. Of course, they dared not say anything to Shango, but regardless, they were all a bit worried, like, hey, this woman is going too far. She was asked to stay out of it for a bit, but after some time, that's based on divination, things really got out of hand, to put it simple. And Yemoja went to Dafa, and she was told to make some Ebo propitiation and everything. She did what she needed to do, and she was given the horn of a buffalo, Ephon. She was given two horn of Ephon, which Oya also has, because she's very powerful. She's got so many charms. That's part of the thing she used in getting Shango to do her biddings. So he also was given this, but Shango was always acting. The charm of Oya had really messed about with his head, and there were times where he was just somewhat confused. But Eshu had been given the Ebo, and Eshu helped along the way. Now, there came a time when Oya did what Yoruba would call ashishe. She made some terrible mistakes because of the horn that had been given to Yemoja, which she also gave to Shango, and he used, and that's how he overcame her. And that's why you'd hear in the Odu, she was too much in everybody's face. Dimeji, it says that Etuni fibi mimi shejo, Odu ni fibi gbedegushayo, Àkùkọ ní fàré ìdíṣẹ̀ṣọ́, dífá fún ìyáǹsán, tí ń lọ rèé yan àrìrà lọ́kọ, ọkọ ń rúná, aya ń rújò, Ifá lè mọ̀ pé ilé wa la gbé ń ṣẹ́tẹ̀, obìnrin rorò jọkọ rẹ̀ lọ, Ọya ọ̀ká rorò ju Ṣàngó, Obìnrin rorò jọkọ rẹ̀ lọ. Oya ti burú jù, ó burú lóbìnrin ó pọ̀. She was in everybody's face. She was too powerful. She was scary. Everybody was scared of her, really. And that's why Yemoja had to do what she needed to do. I mean, as a mother, she had to step in to help her son. And it was with these horns that was given to him that he overcame all this madness and chaos in the household, because he almost literally took permission from her to do certain things which just didn't make sense at some point, And then certain things happened. It's a very long story. I'm not going to go into that. But a lot of things happened. But again, Shango used the stuff. Eshu helped along the way. And then Oya's powers was kind of calmed down. That's why they'll sing. The Shango worshippers will say, Shango ti ro Ogun Oya she o. Shango ti ro Ogun Oya she. Arabambi ewelere o. Shango ti ro Ogun Oya she. Because it was when he got those horns, he was able to calm her powers a little bit down. To be honest, no one could really calm Oya down, but in a way he was able to temper her a bit, took back some of his own authority as a man, as an Orisha, as a king. Because don't forget, Shango was the Kabiesi, he was the Oba in the old Oyo Empire while he was with Oya. So after many years of not having children for Shango, Oya got tired. And one day she begged him to please let me go. She was just tired. I mean, the marriage, all the things she had access to his Mili Agbara, his Yara Agbara, his power room, which no other woman could enter because she didn't have children. It was almost like he broke a bit of rules for her. She used to go in there and all that kind of stuff. But not having children, nothing. The power she had, what had been taken from her, was just like, what am I even doing here? So she left. And this is where Orishako comes into the story. Orishako had difficulties and challenges in his own life, so he went to also Dafa, and they told him that he should offer some ebo, a red yam pottage, and millet beer, or tea oka millet. So he did that, and he was told that he should pay attention. He was going to see something a bit strange and unusual. And at the same time, Oya had turned into what was this animal? She was turning into buffalo. Now the thing with Oya is that she turned into quite a lot of animals at whenever she decided to. One minute she's Efun, which is a buffalo. Another minute she's Etu, also known as Oya, also known as Igala, also known as Agbori, which is an antelope. She just used to transform. Anyway, it saw her transform into an animal, and then she changed into human from animal skin, went to the market, and while she was gone, he took the stuff. Sorry, I think I went a bit forward. Before he took the skin, she had also gone to do another dafa about her own life, because she was like, I don't understand how my life is going. I can't just carry on switching into animal, switching into human, back and forth. What's the way forward? How am I going to progress? How am I going to have children? I would really love to have children. I mean, that was the one thing she really, really desired. And she was also told to offer some ebo, which she also did. And she was told that on her way, she would see a food on the road, an ebo, she should eat it. She ate the food. And that was when a period returned. Because initially, when Ogun Costa at the beginning, she stopped having blood flow. And then she started having blood flow again. Now she had just returned from the market and was looking for her animal skin to change back, and she couldn't find it because Orishako had sneakily taken it and hidden it in his own stuff. So she kept looking everywhere, and he asked her, "What are you looking for?" Like, no, never mind. I left something here. I can't find it. So she was just looking around, searching, and he's like, "Is this what you're looking for?" It's like, "How did you get your hands on that?" And he said, "Listen, I'm not going to give you this except you marry me." Because Orishako had been told to marry her, because he was told he was going to meet a woman, he should marry her. So he took her in as a wife, and the only thing that Oya asked of him is that, "Do not tell anybody about my animal skin." And that was their deal. She went home with him, became his wife. His other wives were wondering, what in God's name is going on? Who is she? Where did she come from? No family. She was never introduced to us. There was no wedding, no mommy, no introduction, nothing. What's going on? It's like, do not ask. Don't ask. She's my wife. End of story. She moved in Oya's usual way, takes over the household, commanding everybody, even though she's the most junior wife. She just always wanted to be in charge. So if you see any woman who carries that energy of na me dey here, anybody, Joji, maybe she's most likely Oya. Oshun children have that too, but it's not as intense as Oya's one, to be honest, because Oshun can be also very in your face when she wants to be. Oshun loves attention. She does not even like being compared with anyone or any sort of competition. The fact that I've got Orisha in this room and I'm talking about them, it's giving me a slight migraine. This house is carrying heavy energy of Orishas. Oh gosh. Anyway, back to Oya. She was in charge of everything and calling the shots. Orishako had no problem with his wife because he was doing so well. Everything came back to him. He was successful. There was fortune. There was everything he could have desired. Even his wife also were doing well in their own respective career or life or business, whatever you want to call it. One day, they got fed up of Oya being a pushing them around. They were the pushabout or pushover. She ain't no pushover. She was the slave driver, more or less. And they asked Orishako's younger brother to tell them what Oya's secret was, so they could use it against her. But he didn't know it, so he was given the task to find out. And he started doing his sniffing around, trying to find out what it was about. One day, Orishako was given so much alcohol, he got drunk and he started blabbing. His mouth just literally opened. It's like he had a mouth diarrhea because everything was just coming out. And then he told his mother that Oya, his wife, has an animal skin that she uses to transform, But then the woman was like, "Why are you telling me this? You shouldn't be telling anybody this. Keep it to yourself. Let this hand right here. It don't matter what's big deal." In that process, his brother heard. He told the wives, and then the wife started insulting Oya. Any opportunity to get on her nerves, they took it. Who wouldn't? Because she had been really pushing it for a long time. And then one day they did say to her that, "Oh, your skin is somewhere on Aja. It's called a name. I've forgotten. Is it Ifon? Something like that. The place is not far from Ira, where her skin was. Now, this story, other people will say, oh, it was Shango who had Oya's animal skin, and it was Oshun that insulted her, and then she went to get the skin. But in this one, I'm telling, it is Orishako. So Orishako's wife said whatever they said. Oya didn't say anything. She went, got her skin, and then she killed them. No wasting of time. Just knocked them out. And then she started going after Orishako, trying to also kill him. By the way, she had 9 children for Orishako while she was with him. I forgot to mention that. And that's how she's been called Yanson. Yameson, Yanson. But some people call her Nyansa. I mean, people in the Santeria contemplate tradition of Orisha, religion, call her Yanson or Nyansa. But she's Yanson, Yameson, Yanson. So that's where the name comes from. She had 9 children for him. She started chasing him, trying to kill him and everything, but Eshu stepped in and reminded her, listen, this was the nigger who saved you, so do not kill him, just leave him, let him go. And she left him, but she never let any of her children have anything to do with Orishako again, moving forward. And after so many years of being with him as well, she got tired and was like, I'm going back to Shango, because Shango was the only husband who respected her and treated her with love and kindness. I mean, the love story of Oya and Shango till today is still very powerful in the Sheshu tradition. You'd see that they would always be, during certain celebration, Oya and Shango would always be paired together, dancing, all this kind of stuff. So Oya was a very, very powerful woman, a very powerful Orisha in her time. She's still very powerful. I always say to people, if you don't, if you are not sure you want certain type of result, do not go to Oya, or even Shango for that matter, because them too, but Oya in particular, I'm talking about Oya now. Among the female Orishas, she's the least motherly. I'm sorry, but it is what it is. Not that she is not a mother, but she's a motherly person, but she can also be very scary. She reminds me of Kali in India. Kali is very motherly. Oya is very motherly, but they are quick to action and they are very protective and they are fast. So if you're not ready for whatever will happen, don't go to her for help, especially when it has to do with your enemies mocking you about, that kind of stuff. So I just thought to put that. Anyway, this is where I stop today. Thank you so much for listening to the story of Oya. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my channel. Share this content with your loved ones so they can also learn from it. And yes, feel free to message me on Instagram or email me at mizonidrop@gmail.com. Mizonidrop on Instagram is the same name and handle. Till we meet again, you wonderful, lovely people. Ireo.